If you got spirit got you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, DIVINATION. I'm Dap, and today we're on like our 9th video or 10th video in a row. I don't even remember. I got them on the screen. It's not even all of them, but I'm on a hot streak, baby. I'm hot. So I'm here every single day for you doing pick a card readings. We're going live every day. I'm in a place where I have a little bit of stability and a lot of time to be able to do this. So I want to make use of it and be productive and be useful for you, to show that I'm here for you. And I've been dedicated to this thing that I've been doing on this channel for at least 4 years now. And no matter what life has thrown at us, we are still here and getting better every day. So with that being said, if you're new here, pick an image. Pick an image on the screen with your third eye, not your first or second eye. If you are also new here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We ain't going nowhere anytime soon, okay? We're gonna be here. So you can trust that if you subscribe, you're gonna get content. And that's just what it is. You're gonna get readings, you're gonna get all the stuff. And the channel gets support. So we love that. We love to see it. You can also book a reading if you're interested in a more personal thing. I've been getting a lot of them lately, and I'm so grateful for you because it's allowed us to buy more cards. They're getting delivered today, so I have more than this one deck to work with. So I had to start all the way over. It sucks to start over, but it's a beautiful thing at the same time. But you can book a personal reading in the description with the link. Just fill out the form. I get back to you. No appointments necessary. I send the reading to you within 24 to 48 hours. And that being said, I don't want to keep the intro too long. I love you. I mean it. We'll see you at your reading. Bye for now.
If you got spirit got you.
What up, pile number 1? Welcome to your reading on what people are noticing about you. When I say they, what they notice about you is just in general. It's not a love reading. It's not any kind of reason. It's just in general. What people are noticing about your energy. What are they picking up on? Initially, what are people who may know you, what do they may feel? And we'll close it out with the lasting energy, like when you walk away, when you go back home, what lingers, right? You know. So the oracle card that we chose for you was the Jellyfish. Who doesn't love a jellyfish, right? And then number 9 in numerology is about completion, wrapping things up. It's also the number of success and realization. So I love the number 9. I'm a life path number 9. If you're in numerology, if you're life path number 9, that's your baseline energy. Is the humanitarian, is an old soul, is somebody who has mastered the mental as well as the emotional. That is our path here as life path number 9s. If you are life path number 9, put some hearts in the comments. I know you're here. But initially, first impressions. With this number 9, again, in numerology, not in numerology, in astrology, number 9 is like the 9th house of Virgo energy. So this could be about a job or about your work ethic or your daily routine, just health. It could be just a different, just viewing life in a different way and wanting to be healthier, wanting to be more in your body and more conscious. Your reading is all about consciousness. The Ace of Swords comes up as like what people initially pick up off of you is this knowing. It's a sense of like, you know the truth. Even when when you don't know the truth of what's going on, when you talk to people feel like they have to tell you what's going on and be honest with you because they feel like that you can sense out the bullshit, and you probably can. But the Ace of Swords, it's like saying you're what people are noticing from you is that you are going into situations, going into conversations, whether it's at work or in your personal life, with a sense of, I want to know the truth. And I'm going to give you the truth. I'm not going to withhold the truth. I'm going to give it freely, but I want the truth as well. So that's what the Ace of Swords is for me. It's also ideas. Like you may have some really good ideas about where you want your life to go, death in reverse, and maybe ideas you've had for a long time that you weren't able to implement. And finally, something has happened for you to jump on that ball. You see an opportunity, and you don't know where it's going to take you, but you know if you don't jump on it, you may regret it. The Ace of Swords is like saying you see a clear path to where you want to go. You just may not have taken all the steps practically to get there, because the Ace of Swords is just an idea. It's not the work, it's an idea. And the Nine of Swords is coming up saying like, and people are also noticing like, if you don't take this opportunity, girl, I will take this opportunity. You've been blessed in some sense, and maybe a blessing in disguise, but it's like saying you have come into a place or come to a point where like you have the means to make your ideas a reality. You know what I'm saying? The Nine of Cups comes up as what's hidden in energy. People actually believe in you. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's the card of ultimate emotional satisfaction. It's that moment when you get what you wished for. That's what it is. It's emotional fulfillment from a wish that comes true. People believe in you. They have a hierophant. So you've been dedicating yourself to something, and it's going to pay off. People are rooting for you. There are people who may be on the defense because they may not like this new version of you, but they love you, even if they don't love the new version of you because it scares them. People don't like change. People get in their head like, okay, well, if someone changes like their identity, that means that I have to change my, like, I'm not ready for that, or like that, I'm not ready to even have to get to know this new person. And it's like, it normally has nothing to do with what you're doing when people don't jump on that bandwagon with you or support you, or they feel threatened by your own growth. It's not anything to do with you. It's more a reflection of them. We're all just mirrors. So it's like people can love you and be happy for you, but have a real hard time showing it. And I'm seeing that in your energy. So don't take everything seriously. Don't take everything personally. Just, I mean, you have the knowledge with the Ace of Swords to be like, you know what? I'm wise enough to know what's mine and what's not mine. And that baggage, whatever you're throwing at me right now, that's not mine. So I'm going to politely excuse myself or whatever, or just let you talk and not be offended by it because it has nothing to do with me. And I've had to learn that over the years. And I'm not perfect at it, my damn self. Like sometimes when you're really passionate about something, when you really feel like you have an answer and people will shut it down or they want to hear it, or they act like your answer is silly or not productive. It's like it's coming from a place of like that's not for them in their life, and I have to respect that. But at the end of the day, I also have to respect myself enough to say their thoughts and opinions don't have to be my life, and they don't have to agree with my own thoughts and opinions, especially if they're not hurting anybody, if they're just meant to make me better. So I think you have to get out of your own way and let people say what they're going to say, whatever, but know that if it's right for you, it's right for you. It may not be right for them because it's not for them, but if it's right for you, then stand on that. You ain't got to defend yourself too hard. Just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm actively having to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Actively having to learn that still. So it's like, it's always going to be a game of whack-a-mole at best, you know? It's about being mindful and checking your damn self, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we're just mirrors out here for each other. Just because I may have an opinion or think something does not mean that it's true. And it goes the same for anybody else who wants to say something about your life. Just because they have the opinion and they believe it does not mean that it's true. The lingering energy, what lingers is this Emperor in reverse. You are hell-bent on something. You're hard-headed. people know, like, and the Five of Swords comes, they may have to apologize a lot of times because you're passionate, or people have to apologize to you because they don't understand how passionate that you really are. They may offend you. The lingering energy is Emperor in reverse. It's like anytime someone does that, you work 10 times harder to prove them wrong. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it's like the lingering energy is that whenever they say something to you, and they a lot of people who really know you, if it's veering towards the conversation of like, you aren't going to be able to do this, they watch their word a lot more because they're like, oh my God, they're going to try to prove something to me and I don't need them to do that. That wasn't the point. But like, you'll dedicate yourself and and try to prove them wrong. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's like saying the message here is that you don't have to prove anything. You have nothing to prove to anybody but yourself. But yeah, people understand how hard it is you are. People notice that about you. So up in the comments on how this resonated, if this resonated. Remember, guys, you can always book a personal reading in the description, in the pinned comments. I'm here for you. I love you. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
Blessings in all we do. Blessings in all we do.
What up, pal number 2? Welcome to your reading on what are people noticing about you right now. Oracle card that we chose for you were the Llamas. No drama, Llama. I've never seen this card in that deck of ABC flashcards before, or number flashcards. So I was like, what? I didn't know the Llamas in here. So this is what you got. You got the number 3. So this could be about what people are saying about you. Number 3 for me ties back into like Gemini energy, Mercury, like about your thoughts and your speaking, what are people saying about you. It could be gossip, it could be like learning something new, it could be taking things in. It's a very mental number for me, the number 3. It's also about creation. Like very creative people are tied to like number 3. So if you see like 333 or 3:33 on the clock a lot. It's about creating something. It's like your spirit guides trying to tell you like, hey, you're sitting on something. You need to create this. You need to look into that. Creatively speaking, even if it's just with your words, even if it's just speaking, you have something that you need to share with the world. When you see 333, that's what it means for me anyway. You may have your own interpretation of that because, you know, this is spirituality. It's language with yourself and your spirit. So it's like, for me, that language, that 333 is about creativity. And watch your mouth. Sometimes it can be watch your mouth. Why do I say that? Because it's in your reading. First impressions, but people are noticing that you have taken something new on. You may have learned something new about spiritual life. This is something new, something that inspires you. So you may have gone back to school, started studying something, started say even a new spiritual practice, or going to a new church, or listening to someone new, and it's like it's gotten you fired up, it's gotten you inspired, it's gotten you wanting to like implement these things into your life. So you may have found astrology. It doesn't matter what it is. You found something new that inspires you with this Ace of Wands, and you're lighting up about it. And people notice that it's like, oh, they got into something. They got into something new. And I feel like you want to preach it. You want to put it out there. You want people to know how great this thing is, right? And it may be really great. The King of Wands, yeah, like you go from the Ace of Wands of finding this thing, or this thing finding you, to wanting to teach the thing. You know, look at him teaching the cat. Like, look at what I found. So it's an energy of like, yes, it's stepping into yourself, it's understanding yourself, and maybe it's like you're starting to see life a little bit differently than you did a moment before, just a moment ago. You know? So people are noticing that you have adopted something, and it's good for you. I think it's good for you. The Seven of Swords reverse is like there's some questions as whether or not what you're doing, if you're noticing like say the negative sides of it, because everything has a negative. Even spirituality, even the church, even everything has a positive and a negative. That's how things work in this reality, you know. Unfortunately, and I don't think that's the main goal. I mean, I don't want to get too much into the woo-woo here about this reading, but like, I feel like we live in a dimension that's about binaries. It's about duality, this or that. I think once we get to like that real fourth dimension type of energy, it's not that anymore. But like for all intents and purposes, everything works on duality. Yes or no, up or down, good and bad. And everything has that within it. You, me, a situation, there's pros and cons to every single thing. And you know that. I'm just explaining it that way because it's like you may have a blind spot to the things that may not be working out in your situation or what you've adopted. And other people can see it because they're not in it. It's almost like the energy of someone when they join a cult. No one joins a cult willingly. You don't know you're in a cult until someone tells you, hey, you're in a cult. And then even then, you don't believe you're in a cult. So it's like, I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I'm saying that's the vibes I'm getting. No one joins a cult knowing that they're in a cult. Remember that. That's for somebody, because also see the hidden, maybe the Temperance card in reverse. And now somebody may just be getting into something like fun that they've never done before. Like say if you never smoked before, you never drank before, if you were that kind of person, and then you starting to like hang out with people that do, or you starting to kind of like, oh, maybe I like martinis now. Maybe I like to roll up a little bit. Let me see what that's about. It could be that finding, say joy in an outside source, like say smoking or whatever, or it can even be for a spiritual purpose. It could be for a good purpose to calm my nerves, to find, you know, whatever it is, to get to a higher level of thinking, whatever it is. Some people may think that you may be on a path of doing it too much, or Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, on a path of like say they would hate to see you get addicted to something or use something as a crutch. I don't want to say the word addiction because that scares people, even though it's just a word, but they would hate to see you use anything as a crutch. And that's the warning. So your reading is actually a warning, what people are noticing. And it may not be true. You may be like, that is not true. I am not. But that's what they're seeing. I'm just here to point stuff out and to be a guide, okay? You can accept it, you cannot, but I'm just going to read the cards. The lasting energy is the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's a defensive kind of, it's almost like some people may think that because you've started this new thing, you feel on top of the world and you feel like you have the ability to talk about it, to let people know, hey, you have a different choice, different options. Like, I feel good. People see that as you preaching at them or talking down to them or something like that, the Queen of Swords. It's like saying your excitement is one thing, but it's like, you gotta keep your feet on the ground when your head's in the clouds, kind of thing. Like, not everyone's gonna agree with it. Not everyone's gonna be a cheerleader for it. It's fine. If it works for you, it works for you. Keep doing it. But just know, like, jump on that train. It may not be for everybody. and everyone's not going to understand it. So that's what they're noticing about you. Sound off in the comments and know if this resonated, if this was what you were expecting when you clicked on this reading, because it's not what I was expecting as I was pulling these cards. But you can also get a personal reading just by clicking the link in the description. I love you guys. I mean it. Remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye. All right, so what is up, pile number 3? We're looking at what are people noticing about you? So when I say they, it's just in general. What are people noticing about you? On a superficial level, like just initially, then we get down into like maybe the deeper, maybe people who know you and know where you're coming from, and then of course what lingers, what energy sticks with them. You know, so it's a really interesting reading for self-reflection, self-knowledge, self-understanding, and use it as such, okay? But the oracle card that I chose for you was the frogs, and there are 20 of them. So for me, frogs represent transformation. You know, we start off as a little tadpole, dependent, and we transform into this whole nother organism that can live freely on land and in water. So I love what the frog represents, almost like the butterfly. It's transformation, but also for me, frogs represents sustainability. They can live in the water, above the water, or whatever. It's independence to me, and the ability to do what you want to do. So with this 9 of Pentacles that shows up as the first impressions card, like what are people really noticing about you initially, is that you're glowing. You've done a transformation in a sense of like maybe where you've come from, maybe you haven't been so stable. It's like even if you're still figuring it out, it's like people are noticing that you are just comfortable in your own skin. The 9 of Pentacles is like when you enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you may have overcome some things over the past couple of years, maybe over the last couple of months, weeks, who knows? But it's like saying people are seeing you finally like just kind of in yourself and enjoying yourself. I'll clarify that it's a Wheel of Fortune. So you may have come up, it may be a blessing that you have gotten for yourself or a blessing that was handed to you, but it's like you're able to kind of sit back and like take a deep breath for a moment. Even if it's temporary, it's like you are in your element, you're in your zhuzh. Is that what Jasmine Master said? You know who Jasmine Master is? Like she's a drag queen, but she says it's like she in your zhuzh. It's like you're coming into yourself, you know, like your own vibes, and it's beautiful. On a more thoughtful note, what's the hidden thing, the unspoken energy that people are noticing? People who know you. You have the King of Cups. You could be a Scorpio. By the way, signs I saw were all the I'm sorry, the signs I saw were only 2. There was Scorpio and Virgo. That's about it. Now that the Wheel of Fortune's come out, now we have all the fixed signs. So you can be Aquarius, you can be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. That's all I'm really seeing. Seeing a lot of Scorpio energy heavy with the King of Cups and the Death card, which is again about transformation. So even if you're not a Scorpio, you're heading somewhere. And even if you don't know where you're going, it's somewhere better than you came from, you know? The 10 of Cups on the bottom of this deck. It's like saying emotional stability could be a thing for you, even if it's not financial or if it's not, say, actual solid resources. Emotionally, you're doing okay. Emotionally, you're in your element and you're able to deal with things as they come and you're not freaking out and you're not... It's a beautiful energy. So just know that. With this King of Cups, though, people are seeing you more patient, more emotionally stable, especially if you're like a reactive person or if you have like a short fuse or if you get really in your feelings. People are seeing that you are more in control of those feelings. So it could be that you just kind of gave something to Jesus and was like, I don't care anymore, take the wheel. And it's coming across as cool, calm, collected. The sun comes up. So you're having the ability to actually listen to people and not just react, and it's making them happy. So there's a joy, like you're a joy to be around right now. You're a joy to be around right now. I see the 3 of Wands as well. Expect better things to come, even better things. It's like people want to support that. The Queen of Wands, as I split the deck, is confidence. It's absolutely in your power. You're absolutely in your power. What's lingering, that lingering energy, how you affect people in the long term, even when you're gone, even when you have moved like out of their energy, like say go home for the day. You have death, which again is major transformation. People are seeing you in a different light. People are saying like what's going on with them? The Four of Pentacles comes up. You've been saving your money. The Ace of Swords comes up. So maybe some truth came out. Maybe if someone was bad mouthing you, or is like maybe trying to paint a picture of you being a certain type of way, it's not adding up because the facts are not facting. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone could say something about you and be quickly disproven by like your demeanor. You're calm, cool, collected. You're not freaking out over everything. And so that's what I got for you. People are noticing that you are calming down, that you are taking in the peace and thriving in it. So sound off in the comments on how this resonated, if this resonated. Remember, you can always book a personal reading if you like to. Just click the link in the description. I'm here for you. I love you. I mean it. And remember, if you've got spirit, what? Spirit got you. Blessings in all we do.